Welcome back guys to Trade Pro FX. So today I'll be showing you only the two indicators I normally use to predict whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend. And then but I will also use the MACD finally. So this will be the third for confirmation. So we have always talked about this MACD, how to just look at it. Whenever it crosses on the downside, that's a downtrend. It moves on the upside, that's an uptrend. So we have discussed before how to use the MACD only. So I'll just be showing you the moving average triple. This is one of the indicators that most of the people don't have not done an good sorry, not the multiple, sorry, let me just delete it. This what I'm talking about is this, the moving average triple. So moving average triple, that's what I am concerned with. So whenever it crosses the candlesticks are below those three lines, you pick a downtrend, as you can see how it is. So what will help you know this kind of momentum? So you will get help from these what we call the parabolic SAR. So this one is seems like crosses. So whenever they cross, you see this kind how the movement was moving. You see it went using this direction. So this was the direction of that this direction. Then it crossed and formed a good candlestick that crossed below the previous green candlestick here, which the green was representing the bullish. So after it crossed, you just get yourself to scalp that entire point there. So this one is best observed on the 15 minutes or the 1 hour. So you can use these indicators to predict your market, either the rise or fall. So you'll just go to the 15. Let's first start with the 15 and then to 1 hour and see, and we backtest it and see how it goes. So you identify that crossover, you pick a scalping, and then you just be confirming with the MACD. So the MACD on this side has already crossed on this area, so it shows a downtrend. And what has happened? The three candlesticks now are at this point here. You can see on this area, you can see that it has crossed bearish completely. So this will be your entry at this level. So you just enter, and the candlesticks are showing they are now below. You just enter either ratio 1:2. So, and your stop loss will be just slightly above this candlestick here, but it has already crossed. So you can just choose a point like this point, this order block, the point here, which now acts like a resistance zone here. So at this point, let me pick my rectangular. This is the area I'm talking about. So your stop loss, now you will put it at the end of that rectangular zone there. Then pick ratio 1:2, and where is the 2 reaching? At that point. And you see, you will have already scoped your profit and exit that market. Just look at the point I've told you acts like a resistance zone. Just see how it went on. So you can just look at it, how it has behaved at the next trades since that point. So whenever the market is trying to touch that area, it is being resistant and the market goes down. You see the first touch and the second touch. So probably also this one it might use the same concept or move up. Why? Because of this this zone here, which might act like now an order block, but we can't confirm until we identify other key zones whether the market can go up or down. So that's it. That's not, we are not focusing that for today. So just looking at it, just look at before I conclude that, just look at this zone here, the one I've just confirmed. I'm just telling you maybe what things I look while trading. That acts like somewhere like an order block, and then these three lines have crossed, and then these ones I'm waiting now, they have already crossed. So probably the market now might break the structure to the up direction. So it might come and break now the structure to this direction. So you'll just wait, you can just wait for whether you can see whether it will break the direction of to the uptrend. So just wait and see how it will behave. But for now, we are not focused on that. We are looking whether our indicators are working accordingly. So I see a crossover like there. I pick a trade if the candlestick is moving on a bearish or an uptrend. So you just pick there and take ratio 1:2. So just get your stop loss to the most recent zone that resembles like an order block. So like there you see the market shows the sellers came down to the market. So that could be a point, and you see the ratio is 1:2. That could be a good entry. Look at these areas here. It has been trending downwards since the market closed here, and it crossed with a bearish candlestick. So at this area you can see it crossed at this area with a bearish candlestick. You enter the next trade. So basically you can see if you just follow those rules, you can scoop some trades using just these two indicators, and then wait for ratio 1:2, then you exit. And that's how you can scoop some good trades just using these two indicators and confirming whether they have went crossed each other above the candlesticks or below candlesticks. See this one crossed above with a very good bullish candlestick. You just pick a trade, ratio 1:2. So that's generally how you look your trades. So just look at that. You see ratio 1:2, already you have scooped that trade before it hit there. So you just exit with 1:2. So that's it guys. You can see how simple it is. It crosses, you pick your trade. It crosses, you pick your trade. So like this one closed, so I would have entered using this candlestick. So let's see whether our ratio 1:2, and then the stop loss will just be slightly there before the market returns, and then will you have gotten taken off. So that's the area which would be my stop loss at this point. And then already when the ratio 1:2 is coming to an end, you just get your take profit and get out. The same would have happened with the opposite, you see. But now here these candlesticks, these triple lines were not crossed here, so you just leave that trade and proceed to what you see. So like this one closed at this area, so this would be a good zone to look for an entry. So you see the above candlesticks, the above candlestick crossed and engulfed the previous one, so you enter within using this one. So you just pick your trade using that one, and then stop loss just slightly below there, and pick your ratio 1:2. Just look how, if you are using that ratio 1:2, how it's very easy to get out of the market with so many profits. So that's another one, and then you would have gotten that entry and gotten out. So the simple strategies of you just looking those two indicators, how they are behaving, Remember, do not forget that we are checking also the MACD, how the structure is. So like that point, you see it crossed. So after it crossed, you just look out for a one good candlestick that has crossed bullish, bearish, and then it has engulfed the previous candlestick. So like that one, this will be your entry point on the next candlestick, and you place your stop loss just right here above that area, which shows like an order block would have shown at that area there, at that point. So before the market returns to that point, you scoop your ratio 1:2, and you see the ratio 1:2. It's very simple and very almost sure. And remember, I talked about how to use the Fibonacci retracement tool. So also you can also use it, but now that one will help you enter trades at, let's see how the Fibonacci retracement tool would have made using the 15 minutes. Let's see. So if I pick the Fibonacci retracement tool, we said we enter at zone 50. So you see, at 50, that's our entry point. So at 50, this would be our entry point. So just look at the point you would have entered. It will be at this point. So you would have entered at this area zone here. So still you would have gotten ratio 1:2, something to do with ratio 1:2 and more if you just push your stop loss to break even. So just generally, just looking at just those candlesticks, how they behave, you can scoop something from there. The two candlesticks are the two indicators. What I mean, the two indicators are very essential. It just crosses, you pick a trade, crosses, you pick a trade, cross, you pick a trade. And what will be helping you, it is this MACD line here. The MACD will be confirming to you if the trend is showing good green candlesticks, you pick a good buy if there is an opportunity. So that's it for today. Let's meet in the next video. So you can see how it's behaving because of this kind of candlestick there, which printed there. So that's why I told you guys, always be focused to know about the candlestick patterns, the candlestick price action, and you will know when not to trade and when to enter trades. So let's meet. That's the end of the video.